Just came home for lunch and looked at the weather and all that other stuff. And so far, the track for Maria, as far as Eleuthera goes, is looking really good. It's going to come up. Not so good for a lot of those islands that already got hit, and also not so good for like Turks and Caicos. But then it's going to make a little northward turn, and hopefully it stays doing that northward turn and keeps away from the bulk of the Bahamas. So we'll keep watching it. You'll see the different pictures, and I'll check it again tonight. The next one will be out, well, actually at 2, but then there's another one at 5. So we'll see how she's doing. But right now it's, I think, 120 mile an hour, and it's supposed to turn into a major a little later today. Today was hot, really hot. I think it was like 93 in the shade, maybe even more. I was out all day because today was a busy day. We had water lines to deal with, we had footings to pour, and all of that stuff got done. Went really well. Everybody worked really hard today, got it done. But I didn't get a lot of my personal stuff done. So, you know, that's how it goes. Sometimes there's things in projects that pop up and they become a little issue and you got to deal with it, and then you move on to the next thing, and then there's a little, I mean, that's the way projects are. There's always something that's popping up that's an issue, and you just deal with it. I mean, that's how it goes. You deal with it, you move on to the next one, and there'll be more issues. So tomorrow the footing's in, block can start getting laid, there'll be other stuff to be done, but that's basically what today was. So there's not a lot else that I can tell you because it was just working, concrete, dirt, water, that kind of thing. It was a good day though. Oh, what I can tell you is the construction process here is totally different than, I mean, it's not totally different, but it's different than it is like in the States. We don't have any pumper trucks here that, you know, can take the concrete, put it someplace else. There's a lot of manual labor involved. And when it's hot, it's like really hot. I mean, you just stand there in the sun and you're just dripping. That's just how it is. And the guys who are doing the work, they're really dripping. So it's a similar process, but it takes a lot longer when you're working with block and stuff like that than you'd probably think. So, you know, when people come down here, they think they're going to build their house and it's going to go lickety-split or something like that. And it doesn't. It always takes longer to deal with. And in this particular case, it's a renovation. So it's even harder because you've got to try to make everything work so that you keep the old and then you attach it to the new, and then you get them to all fit together, and there's always going to be problems in a renovation. That's just how it is. You just saw the 5 p.m. National Hurricane Center potential track type thing. And we're not in the track, but we're in the cone of possibility. So you know, everybody on Eleuthera still needs to pay attention, because it won't take much and it wanders a little bit over towards us, and then we've got something to deal with. If it stays on its present track in that picture, then we're still going to feel it, but we'll at least be on the lighter side of it, number one, and there'll be some wind and some high surf and all that kind of stuff, but it'll be nowhere near as bad as if it gets in a little closer. So we have to hope that what it does is move a little bit farther to the east and then head north as it goes along. That would be the optimal.